Hey, you're watching Fat Man, you dingus. Whatever he said.
Yo, it's your boy Fat Man. Welcome back to the channel. Shout outs to It's a Gundam because you're watching one of his videos. The absolute state of Twitch. Well, the state of Twitch is kind of fucked up right now, but this is our second video. It's gonna be tied in. Gundam goes first, and then Omni. This is a very long video, but we're gonna watch some stuff. Let's check it.
Twitch. I haven't talked about it much because we all know that YouTube loves to nuke my channel whenever I do anything remotely thought-provoking or funny. Stop them! Let's talk about my favorite streamers, and those are the Twitch dots. You have to admire them on some level.
The whores.
Instead of trying to figure out the questions of the universe, they devote themselves for figuring out how they can actually best bypass the Twitch TOS while staying within the guidelines. These women are on a never-ending quest to get new simps and make as much money as humanly possible, treating themselves like a sexual commodity. But don't you dare treat them that way. That makes you a bigot. While the new...
Yeah, bro, she holding a sandwich with her food with her tits out. Listen, what catches me about all of this is the fact that this is what's going on. And it's very weird because it's true. He got some, Gundam makes some points. Like, I don't know why he gets a lot of flack, but the nigga makes points. The biggest part about this is we mad at the platform, but the platform has not stated. Listen, and some of these women's like, what am I supposed to do? Hide my tits? Or like, don't you men hate, are you men hate women so much? I'm like, no, it's not even like that. It's the fact that you're using this and the only way you're doing it is because you want attention. And it's like Belle Delphine, except Belle Delphine can come back anytime she wants and takes over YouTube and shut it the fuck down. But what's crazy is the fact that this is content, and that content is useless. And you're not even making or creating fun shit. This is why I fuck with AMP. This is why I fuck with Kai, Sinette, Duke, Dennis, Phantom, Agent. That's why I fuck with all them. Chris Next Door. That's why I fuck with people who make fun content. Because as a guy, I gotta be fun. I gotta be spontaneous. I gotta be on point. I gotta do my shit. These niggas is crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Meta has dropped, and I've gotta say, hats off to you, ladies. I didn't think you'd have the balls to do it, but you did it. You pushed the envelope.
Oh, he said pussy.
As far as they could do it. These chicks figured out that they can do streams without a top on long as they're wearing nipple pasties. But they cut it from an angle so it looks like they're topless. But on top of that, they rub themselves with oil, but only the breasts. Which, you know, I saw Justin Wang saying, why isn't it all over their body? I'm like, bro, marketing, dude. The oil on the boobs is where they want your attention. These girls know what they're doing. Don't question them.
How dare you question my timing? I'm a professional.
I wonder, can I play this, actually? Oh, my God.
Relaxed. And also...
She looked like she got nut in her fucking eye. Her eyelashes don't even look like they finished. It looked like she just glued or fucked with it. It looked like she was in a porno. Like she just finished getting fucked from behind. Like, this is crazy.
Like, anxious today.
Right here, we got the dollar store Amaranth. Just making good old-fashioned
He got a
content.
point. He got a point.
Tell me more about it, sweetie, while you wet your nips.
You know what I mean? Titan, thank you for the tier 3. Thank you, thank you.
She's butt-ass naked, bro. She's butt-ass
I
naked.
just want to relax today, so I don't really have any, like...
I love Gundam.
Sub-goals or anything like that. I'm just chilling today.
Oh my.
You gotta love how this chick nonchalantly does this stream to shake her boobs and pretend like it's so casual. I'm just chilling today. And for dudes that don't get laid, they actually sit here and think, man, I bet this is what girls do. They just hang out and rub themselves with oil and chill. Oh my God, what a stream. I guess if you're gonna beat Amaranth, you gotta take it to the next level at this point.
I take it too far all the time.
If you know what I mean.
No. I don't have a boyfriend.
Lies. Lie. Ha ha. She has 5.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
I'm dead. What the fuck was that?
I'm gonna try to do something.
That bitch is, you just made your face a butthole.
Her head's as empty as a flower pot.
Oh, she does have a boyfriend. That means she's available for me.
Yo.
Let me guess, your type is a gomless loser that spends all day on Twitch with a weak chin and a short dick. That's literally me.
Ah!
I'm gonna believe she managed to figure out how to negotiate a decent loan for a house of that size on her own.
True.
Meanwhile, she barely has a thought to string together while standing around half naked on camera. And I'm
True.
supposed to believe... I don't care, screw it. If someone thinks it's sexy, they can suck my... How about that?
But you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. She probably lives in a house, and if she don't know how to close on that house or that mortgage, you talking about she's making sexy dumb faces. You know what I'm saying? And look, I ain't saying most women ain't actors. Most women are some actors, but okay.
That. No more of this nice guy crap. Eat me. And I'm not playing down my New York accent any longer.
He's into Lamborghinis now. He's into... How you rev? I can't rev. We're gonna rip through like 7,000 RPM, dude. We're gonna go hard.
The fuck is this? Right.
Asian Bunny, I have to say, has truly broken the stereotype that Asian people are incredibly intelligent. No, more power to her. We need to see more dumb Asians in the world, and this girl is it.
Me, Reiki.
Now, if
Oh,
you thought
no.
the last one didn't have anything to say, Asian Bunny, man, if you put your ear up against her head, you can hear the ocean. That's how empty
Asian
it is
Bunny
in that shell.
X or Asian Bunny X. What the fuck is this? What are you doing? She was doing nothing? She was doing nothing for like a whole good minute? Nah, I would've, oh my God. Oh, you telling me the bitch sat there for a whole good minute streaming and didn't say nothing. Nothing entertaining. But me though, right? I was stuck under 1,000 fucking subs for so fucking long that I had to really just keep on. And I hate that. I gotta be so fucking consistent to the point where I gotta just try to get to 2,000, 3,000 subs. But you're talking this bitch somehow has people watching her. And just for what? I'm cute. What the fuck?
Her only saving grace is being a cute Asian girl with big boobs, and she's cashing in on it. You gotta love the digital age. We are enabling more people with no talent to become rich in a little bit, and you wonder why most people don't want to work normal jobs. Because if you go online, you see these assholes. They're literally borderline retarded, and they're becoming rich. You sit there and think like, well, at least I know 2 + 2 is 4. What's stopping me? Bro, she sits here literally for like 2 or 3 minutes, dead silent. This chick has been banned 6 times, bro. 6 times for this. Not permaban. And they only ban her every time for 1 day. But this time she got banned for 2 days. I think she oiled her boobs a little too much that day, so it was a little too slippery, a little too slidey, a little too sexually suggestive. And they were like, that's it. 2-day ban. I hope you learned your lesson. Next time use coconut oil.
You like it a little bit spicy.
You know, I'm gonna take this in a different direction. I hate weak men. How about that? Instead of being mad at these women, I'm mad at the dudes. If you're spending your day watching this, you deserve the fate that you probably live in, covered in Cheeto dust and whacking off to your OnlyFans subscriptions, and then sitting there and going, how come girls don't like the nice guy? You feed into this. You're like a person who voted for bad politicians and then start crying when crime runs rampant. You voted for it.
No, nigga. I love Gundam, right? And I love a lot of people who are political. You didn't vote for crime and a bunch of shit to happen. This is what people don't understand. No matter how tough or how secure you think the laws are gonna be, shit is just gonna slip. It's people, my nigga, and it's how people respect and view things. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking about if you vote for something, you are the problem. That's not how that works, my nigga. It's not. It's like niggas who think the president controls everything. He don't. He can veto a law. He can say no to. He can say yes to a law, and he controls the military. Other than that, that's it. The president don't do nothing else, and it ain't even that nigga's fault. So everybody thinks the president is such a figurehead is so corny and stupid. Like they thought the Queen of England was the fucking ruler of the shit when it's not. It's Parliament and the rest of the government. Queen of England is the fucking figurehead. Kings and queens have always been the figureheads. Why have they not removed them? It's because that's their fucking way of life. So let's stop this whole bullshit about, oh, well, they voted for this. Well, they are the problem because you voted for this. No, nigga. I voted for shit to change. I didn't vote for shit to happen. I'm not saying who I voted for. It's none of your damn business. Politics aside, I don't give a fuck. But for real, when a nigga is thirsty for a bitch, it's completely different. A nigga's thirsty for a bitch is completely different. He thirsty. That nigga needs some real pussy. He needs to go outside and go get some pussy. He needs to chill the fuck out. 100% true. He needs to chill the fuck out. And guess what? It don't happen. So, hey, I don't know what to tell you. It's completely different.
You vote for the lowest common denominator and wonder why women aren't interested in you. I'm also amazed that she actually has some sort of artistic talent because she drew XQC in the background. And it looks pretty much on point for him because you can't miss that beak.
XQC looks like an animal that escaped an exhibit and usually lives off primarily seeds and small grubs.
Thank you for the 10 gifted, John. All right, thank you for the wiggle.
Here's our dollar store Amref back again. Look at this. So you just spent $50 to see this chick wiggle in the shittiest way possible. Let me see that wiggle again. God damn it, John.
Let me see that wiggle again. God damn it, John. I'm not gonna lie. You could just go to Pornhub and watch a bitch do jiggle, wiggle, and get fucked. Like, it's so weird.
She's gonna drink some pool water. What a treat.
Women in 2023 really make it hard to respect women.
I'm not watching anymore. These are terrible. Some Twitch streamers have caught on to the new meta and have done reactionary videos. Dextro posted one, and a woman, of course, got upset.
Do straight men even like women?
Well, you know, here's the issue.
Straight men like women. That's not the fucking point. The point is that you're looking for attention by doing this. Yes. You're not playing any video games. You're just dressed like this. Not even dressed. You're fucking naked, getting attention, shaking your titties. Because you know this brings in a thirsty fucking audience. You are thirsty for attention and other people are thirsty to be acknowledged. So you're trying to quench each other's thirst. That's what the fuck it means. Get out of your men aren't straight. It's like if you're not aroused by it's like if you got a girlfriend and she's in the mood, but you're not, the bitch calls you gay. My ex did that shit to me. Fucking bitch would somehow, I'm like, oh, I'm not in the mood. Are you gay? No, bitch, I'm just not in the fucking mood. My mind is somewhere else. That means my dick is not here and my brain is somewhere else and I'm thinking about other shit. If do I have to stroke off just to fuck you because I'm gay? No, bitch, I'm thinking about other shit and I'm stressed about other shit. I'm not thinking about you. Shut the fuck up and mind your goddamn business. The fuck? The fuck you thought this was? The fuck? And it's always bitches like this. Oh, do straight men even like women? Yes, straight men love women. That's not the point. Because I'm being objectively, I'm not trying to say like objectively rude at this, because I'm being objectively blatantly criticizing something. You have to look at it and say you're criticizing men being straight because straight men would love this. That's not the point. I'm not saying I don't like this if it wasn't on a predominantly gaming platform. If this was on Kick, if this was on Pornhub, shit, if she was doing it on Twitter and showing her titties, Twitter would probably promote her. But let's be honest with ourselves. Any man or any woman can judge this. It's just obvious that someone's looking for attention and they're thirsting.
You know, some of these girls promote their adult content on the side by the use of a third-party link. It's basically, dare I say, grooming a young audience to follow them for the rest of their life.
I don't know about that.
To
I don't know
buy
about
their
that.
spicy
I don't know about grooming, but
content, as I have to say now. Why is it whenever a dude criticizes something a woman does, it's immediately like misogyny? Whatever happened to accountability? It just doesn't exist for women. If you don't do blind praise for everything that they do, no matter how detrimental to other people or the world, if you sit there and go, maybe this doesn't belong on the front page of Twitch, you're an incel. You hate women.
Why do all the just chatting girls have their shirt off, except Poop Witch X? She's a real one. What has happened recently? This is my front page right now.
Let me tell you what happened. The new meta dropped, my dude, and it is fantabulous.
it's crazy. The new meta dropped. I guess it's tied to this video. The new meta dropped and everybody's mad. Shouts to Gundam. But let's move it on to Omni. This is a long video. I told you it would be. So brace yourself, motherfuckers. All right, now here is Omni. Omni is a good YouTuber. Shouts to him. The man's doing good work, and he's verified now, which is awesome. Been watching his channel for a good minute. Let's check out his take. It's a good section of this part of the video, but it kind of wraps up all this stuff about Twitch. And recently, Twitch is probably regretting their updates and they're rolling it back a little bit. Also, XQC reacted to something on Twitch involving, I think, a VTuber and some sexy time. So it's getting crazy out here right now. Twitch don't know what that can of worms they opened up. But Kai Cenat is happy because he's like begging and thanking Twitch for all the twerking. Let's check out that clip real quick.
Now, yo, bro, check. All my intros from here on out, starting on 2024, I'm going to have 10 girls twerking every start of the stream. It is art. They are allowing twerking on stream. There will be, I'm gonna have sections in this bitch. My shit about to be a club, bro. I'm about to have all types of pose. It's about to be art. It's art. You about to be seeing, bro, you see when I hide the there's no more of that. Twitch, you blessed. Twitch, thank you. Twitch, you bless. Pokimane, thank you. Pokimane, I know you set some shit up with that. Thank you. Or the half-naked girls. Thank you. Hey, bro.
All right, so that clip is done. Let's go right over here to Omni and let's watch this.
And guys, breaking news, okay? I was editing today's video, okay? I was about to push that bad boy out for a nice little 4 p.m. release for you guys, but this little tidbit dropped, so I decided to get back into the recording, back into the studio, because Twitch has officially made the change that people have figured they have been going down the road for a long time, okay? 18 plus nudity type content will now be legal and permitted on this website under some new guidelines. Exerto said Twitch will now allow artistic nudity following the viral topless meta. What the hell is artistic nudity?
Huh? What?
Bro?
Listen,
what do you mean? Art literally has no
Listen, it's weird that art doesn't have a definition, which is true. Artistic nudity, people be like, oh, we draw nude models. This is art. Art has no definitions is true. Anything that is considered art, from like drawings, paintings, photography, even building video games is a form of art. But when it comes to artistic and putting nudity in front of it, you can call anything art. Homeless art, street fashion, street art. You know, I said street art twice. House art, like it's weird. Food is art. Food is a beautiful art form, I ain't gonna lie to you. But it's weird how they take something and call it artistic nudity. Crazy.
Actually, what is the definition of art? The expression or application of human creative skill and imagination, typically in visual form of painting, sculpture, producing works to be appreciated primarily for their beauty or emotional power. The various branches of creative activity. Okay, my
beauty or emotional power, but it's also something for like creative activity. I don't think any of these Twitch girls are invoking emotional power. They're invoking the horny. They're invoking the horny.
point that I'm trying to make here is that art can literally be anything. I can put a piece of line on a piece of paper and say that this is art. And you can't argue with me because I am correct. Art can be anything. Therefore, if art can be anything, then nudity can be anything. Any form of nudity will be allowed under the concept of artistic nudity. Now, there's a guidelines. They dropped it and they released it. And there are a few W's, mainly when it comes to the front page. You guys remember how we just hit the just chatting page or just the front page and we just see full-blown ass movie, just full-on nudity?
Bro, I already talked about it in my last video. You can click it up here in the box. It was just blatant. Just came out of nowhere. And it's a lot. And it's some chick with the biggest, this black girl, biggest bazongas, biggest tits, oiled the fuck up. What? What are we talking about here?
Apparently that might be getting amended, plus there are other differences and changes. Let me show you. Twitch said we've gotten feedback that our policies around sexual content are unclear, so we've drawn clear boundaries between what is and isn't permitted on Twitch.
So when the whole Gundam video was good with some type of recourse of like, oh, what is the context of it, right? And Clownfish went over this and the video before this, but what's weird about it is it just don't make sense to me, dog. It just don't make sense to me, dog. It don't. So I like to have this shit very much cleared off of the table.
We also recognize that not everyone wants to see certain content, so we're updating our criteria for homepage recommendations. Let's read this update together for two reasons. Number one, so we're very clear on what's allowed and what's not allowed because that ambiguity has always been wild. And then number two, to see if they renege on their promise. Because a lot of people feel like, yo, Twitch, you're saying these things, but I don't think it's going to be executable. But what exactly are they saying? They say, we have received consistent feedback from streamers that our current policies around sexual content are confusing and that it can be difficult to know how their content will be interpreted based on these policies. We want streamers to feel confident that they understand our rules and viewers to feel confident that they will get the experience they expect. To accomplish this, we're making two changes effective today. Number one, streamlining our policies regarding sexual content, and number two, updating the criteria used for homepage recommendations. Number one, the streamlined sexual content policy. Okay, to be effective, policies need to be easy to understand so that a streamer knows what is allowed on the site and what is not allowed. Part of the confusion comes from the fact that there are currently two separate policies in the community guidelines that address sexual content. There's also an additional section in the content classification guidelines that describe when a streamer needs to label their content as including sexual themes.
So the creator has to label their content with including sexual themes. Okay. Which, don't get me wrong, some of the female creators are doing that, but people's problems is the platform shouldn't have this regardless. Now, some people are like, Asmongold is like, oh, Twitch is not the place for kids. It's never been a place for kids. It's never been a situation for that. And the fact that he said that is true, very much true. But what is not true is the fact that Twitch does have kids on it. Twitch is always going to have kids on it. Kids are going to lie. You think a kid is going to be like, I'm 16, I'm 18, I don't give a fuck. People lie. I lied to get on Twitter. I'm like, part of me was like, oh, to get on Twitter back in the day, you need to write your age and all that shit. I was a proper fucking age for Twitter a long time ago. I was a proper age for YouTube. So it was very weird when it's like, if you can create these accounts, build on this shit, then fucking what? Then fucking what? You're going to tell me to my face that, oh, if they put suggestive and sexual nudity, that's fine. But the platform does have kids on it. Yes, there are Twitch streamers who have adult content. There's Twitch streamers who have strong language in most of their videos. But when it comes down to it, most of the kids that show up to the Twitch streamers are just because they have wild fun. They do wild shit. And besides the poggers and the W and L community, there's just people out there trying to play games and just attract an audience. And there's girls, and if my fucking For You page just shows titties and ass, and it says this is recommended to me, I'm like, how? In what form is this recommended to me? Because I followed maybe some person, or I commented on one thing, or I unfollowed, then commented, like, what's my recommended on this shit? It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense.
Going forward, the sexually suggestive content and sexually explicit content policies will be consolidated into a single sexual content policy. This policy specifies the types of sexual content that are prohibited on Twitch, and violating this policy will result in account enforcement. So we have a sexual content policy that is now whole, that is now one. This is the Bible, aka the policy, aka this is only what's allowed. We'll look at that in a second. I lied. I want to look at it right now. Sexual content. Can you have sex on Twitch? Are they?
Somebody had sex on Twitch and she got a 7-day ban. And then Judeon got a permanent ban.
Are they going to? There's no way, bro. There's no way, right? Users are prohibited from broadcasting, uploading, soliciting, offering, and linking to pornographic content. For adult nudity, users are prohibited from broadcasting or uploading content that contains depictions of real nudity, which includes realistic doctored nudity, and complete censoring such as pixelizations, mosaics, blurring effects, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so they're saying there's no nudity, but they're okay with artistic nudity? Huh? Tire. In order to set consistent standards.
There's no nudity, but you're okay with people painting their bodies or wearing a naked bodysuit. What about a sexy furry with a fake strap-on furry penis? Does that count? Because artistic nudity, and technically they're not naked.
Standards that allow creators to express themselves without exposing.
I'm sorry. For some of you out there, I'm sorry.
In our community to inappropriate content, we have an entire policy with detailed examples below. We aim to be transparent around the standards and expectations to empower blah, blah, blah. The list of control. Oh my gosh. They have an entire FAQ on what you can wear and what you cannot wear. We don't permit streamers to be fully or partially nude, including exposing genitals or buttocks. That was the thing. I was going on there and there were just women with no panties. Full on buttocks. We do not permit the visible outline of genitals, even when covered. Broadcasting nude or partially nude minors is always prohibited, regardless of context. For those who present as women, we ask that you...
It said broadcasting nude or partially nude minors. Okay, what about people who are going to draw sexy lolly characters that don't exist? Are those still technically minors? Because everybody's like, I'm going to draw a lolly character or a sexy little 5,000-year-old dragon character from, what is that fucking anime with the dragon maid? Like, people are going to draw those sexy characters. And it's like, this is pornography. It's like, okay.
Cover your nipples. We do not permit exposed underbust. Cleavage is unrestricted as long as these coverage requirements are met. So,
okay, so the top of the tits can be shown. So big cleavage is huge, massive cleavage. Because I've seen it already. And then you can't show under titty. No under, see that? No under titty, no under boob. So no under boob because that can be seen as sexual. What the fuck? Okay, so under boob can be seen as sexual, but giant gaping cleavage is fine. But with pasties on, it's even better. What are we talking about here, my guy? What are we talking about? What the fuck? So what's the difference between top cleavage and bottom cleavage? Which is under titty. Is under titty too sexual? Alright.
So they don't permit the under boob, but they are permitting the over boobie? So the bottom cleavage is okay, and I'm guessing the side cleavage is okay, that as long as it's not under, but the above bust is completely fine. So the streamers that have been doing the content where they just show their chest, just like this, that's legal. That's a fine.
Fine. I'll give them that. That is legal under Twitch's guidelines and rules, and they've stated it. Fine. It does not mean niggas want it on the platform. Is that so fun? That's just, it's what it is. Oh, but this is artistic nudity. My back is showing it. So, personally, I don't give a fuck if they allow it. Why allow the shit in the first place if people are going to complain about it? Your platform was not made for this. Oh, but the platform was made to show other parts of creators and creativity. A bitch painting her body naked is not creative. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I will sit down and watch a master editor on the shit and be like, wow, that nigga's so much better than me. Crazy. But you telling me, oh, because she got titties and pasties on and she's painting her body, it's fine. It don't matter. Why leave it on the platform? Because niggas is hemorrhaging money. Seoul, Korea, fucking Twitch just closed. And now they're like, well, we should be able to respect these creators, bro. Somebody is ticking time bombs, fucking simping. They're like, yeah, let the women have whatever. Let the VTubers do what the fuck ever. Let's just be I'm not saying degenerate. Let's just be open-minded. You want to be open-minded? You can be open-minded. That's not the point. But you have to stick back the rules. And this is them setting it back. Yes, we can allow cleavage on the platform, but you should not allow it. You shouldn't.
With the attire. For all streamers, you must cover the area extending from your hips to the bottom of your pelvis and your buttocks.
Wait, so from my hips to my butt, so down. So basically, as much as that's covered to my waistline. Okay.
Hips down to your pelvis to your buttocks. For those areas of body where coverage is required, the coverage must be fully opaque. Sheer or partially see-through clothing does not constitute coverage. No see-through.
No see-through. No opaque.
Okay, if we can see through it, then no. Down here is the exception for
body
streams
art.
Dedicated to body art.
Body art.
Full chest coverage is not required, but those who present as women must completely cover their nipples and areola with a layer of non-transparent clothing or a paint and latex combination. This
So you can cover your areola, which is the sexual part of the nipple, which is the udder for most men, and then just that's it. Cover up the udder, cover up the nipple, cover up the areola, 100%. No one can see it. It can't be seen, and boom. But you got you can have the whole massive titty, her whole titty, big titty maximus out. Are you serious right now, bro? Are you fucking serious?
coverage must be applied before streaming begins, not on stream. Buttocks and genitals must also be fully covered by opaque attire. This exception to the general coverage requirements only applies while the streamer is actively engaged in body painting. Though the streamer may take short breaks between active painting sessions or when the complete to the model the results. So the new meta will be now is to just cover up the titties and the genital part. That's it. And then just take some paint. Everybody is about to become the new Bob Ross. Okay, let's get that pellet, put the little mustache showing from, and just start painting. You know, you don't even have to do nothing. You could just that's it. That is body painting. That is about to become the new meta. I 1000% guarantee. Come back to this video when I have.
There's already a chick body painting on Twitch right now. I just looked it up. I recorded this video already, and then I'm editing it, and then the video fucking stopped. So I was fucking pissed. But there's a chick doing it right now, and she just immediately covered her nipples with a roll of Bounty. And I was like, oh great.
Spoken to existence, okay? It's going to happen. Anyway, let's come back to this, okay? We launched content classification label CCL back in June in recognition that some content that is allowed on our service may not be suitable for all audiences. We believe that accurate content labeling is key to helping viewers get the experience they expect. And now that we can enable appropriate labeling of sexual content using CCLs, we believe that some of the restrictions in our former policies are no longer required. In addition,
no. That's where you've done fucked up. Do you think they think their former policies don't matter right now because they're setting a new policy? But let's be honest. Do you think anyone's gonna stick to this? The hot tub streamers they got their own category for hot tub streaming, but they couldn't stay on their category. So guess what? They were still on other categories like just chatting. So just because you throw a artistic nudity category does not fucking mean people are gonna stick to it. That's the problem. They're just gonna be in the just chatting section. If you create your own section and throw all of these there and they're not on people's feeds and I can't just randomly scroll down Twitch and see them, I'm fine with this being the new policy. But if you're not trying to set, if you couldn't barely set the old policy, what's the fucking point of setting this? Because you couldn't enforce the last one. That's the problem.
In addition to providing clarity, these updates will also reduce the risk of inconsistent enforcement and bring our policy more in line with other social media services. The FAQ below provides a high-level summary of blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that's the first part. That's the part when it comes to the streamlined sexual content policies, is that basically it will be labeled, and also there will be rules that are now established as how the nudity can be done. But nudity is here, full on, okay? It's just going to be the girls showing everything, but with just, you know, opaque coverings, just a little circle right around there, and everything else is free game. Except for the under.
You hear that? Everything else is free game?
Boobage, unless you are painting yourself. As for content recommendations for the homepage, we also recognize that not all members of the community want to see certain content, even if it's properly labeled with content classification label. When a CCL is applied, viewers must provide explicit content before they can start watching the stream. However, if labeled streams are shown on the Twitch homepage, viewers may still see content and stream thumbnails that make them uncomfortable. To make sure the homepage, which is often the first page that viewers land on, is more aligned with viewer expectations, to address this, we're updating the criteria used for homepage recommendations. Streams that are labeled as including drugs, intoxication, excessive tobacco use, violent and graphic depictions, gambling, and/or sexual themes will no longer be included in the homepage recommendation shelves due to the visual nature of these topics.
All right, so besides GTA being a game with sex, drugs, and violence, I understand Twitch's policies here, but man, I don't know, bro. If this wasn't enforced last time and people were breaking the rules, what's stopping them from breaking the rules again? That's my problem here. And a lot of people are just saying, just remove the shit off of the platform and stop trying to pander. Because don't get me wrong, it's kind of like what South Park made fun of, like Kathleen Kennedy, and making fun of other people for basically pandering to a low demographic, right? What did they keep calling it? Feminism, which is like women that were fighting for equal rights at a certain point, right? Modern day is what they keep saying because it's the modern times. Feminism has changed, right? So a long time ago, women couldn't vote, couldn't do this, couldn't do that, and they were only housewives. Then they fought for the right to do this. Then black women came along and fought for the same right to have those same rights as white women. Long story short, now there's sexual nudity on a platform because women are doing it and bitches just showing titties and all that other shit just to get attention. Twitch is like, well, cool, they can have their attention, but why give them that? That's my problem. Why enable the bullshit? Why be an enabler to some other people's fucking attention-grabbing shit? Because Twitch is saying we want attention too. We no longer want to be the pew pew pow pow video game people. We also want to be a platform that can be taken serious. Copy, say less.
Streams labeled as including mature rated games and profanity will not be affected by this update unless the streamer has also selected one of the labels bolded above. Viewers can still search for or go directly to channels they follow that are streaming labeled content via the left bar of the homepage, but streams using these labels will not be surfaced in homepage recommendation shelves. Streams with these labels will still be included in category page recommendations, so viewers can navigate to the appropriate category for this content. Now, here is my thing, right? The just chatting label, okay? That is where you normally go and you see everything, right? You click just chatting and boom, sexual content, boobies, butts galore, okay? Everywhere. So my question is after this policy gets updated and implemented, if you hit the just chatting tab, will you get exposed to the big tatas?
I believe yes. I don't give a fuck what Twitch is saying right now. If they're not creating a separate category that says nudity and art, and they're transferring everybody who makes topless streams or paints their body or even show cleavage and throwing them in that section, I swear to God, these motherfuckers have not enforced shit. Because if just create another section of Twitch that's not safe for work. Hey, this is not safe for line work. You can't go over here. You gotta put your actual age in. You gotta do all that shit. That's it. Don't sit there jerking niggas off
every single time. Is that going to be the case or not? It's not going to hit the homepage as a person coming in incognito and it's at the top. But if you hit just chatting because you just want to see people just chatting and you see that still, then I think people will still be annoyed and or upset. But if it's underneath another category that's not just chatting, but more so, you know, nudity, that makes more sense, right? If there's a tab that says click here for nudity and then it says, are you sure you want to see this 18+ content? That kind of extra layer so that it's just not thrown into your face when you're trying to look for people who are just talking and stuff is, I think, a positive plus change. Making this change helps ensure that viewers will not see content they haven't consented to seeing. We will continue to explore adding more personalized viewer settings in the future. So that's
so in other words, they're going to be experimenting with it and they're not going to be able to work out the kinks.
State, and that's where we are. Okay, we'll see how this bad boy implements itself. I'll let you guys know on Friday what I find, what I discover. If I'm going to find some booty, going to find some treasure as I traverse these seas of Twitch. And yeah, you guys can let me know how you feel about it. Twitch is saying, hey, we're keeping the plus 18, but we're going to put it behind some layers and make it some toggles and making sure that you don't accidentally stumble upon it, which some people might agree or disagree with. Okay, if they're going to allow it, if it's going to be something that's okay, in my opinion, it needs to be behind layers. People should not be able to accidentally see this stuff, right? It should be intentional. When you go here, you are here to go see that, and it's in a specific section. That's just my opinion, but some people also don't feel like it belongs on the platform at all, and that's also fair as well, since this platform has a lot of young people on here who, I don't know, probably will just lie when it comes to putting in their birth date and then just go ahead and start watching cam girls on Twitch, you know, painting themselves with artistic nudity. You can guys let me know how you guys feel about it, but I'll give you any updates because there will definitely be updates and drama to this situation. Guarantee you there's going to be a huge influx of women, usually OnlyFans girls, who are going to come in here and start using the system, and we're going to have bans galore. It's about to be all out whack.
He has a point. Omni has a whole point about this being a crazy situation, and him and Gundam probably don't share the same views, but the situation in itself, I feel like Twitch is just overstepping, overdoing the most, and personally for me, just take it off the platform and change it. Yeah, some people said this is not a kids-only platform. No one gives a fuck. They don't want to see certain things on this platform because it's not Pornhub or OnlyFans. Take the shit, push the shit somewhere else, and stop fucking jerking people around. Their policy is going to fucking blow up in his face, and it's already blown up. I'm watching it right now. So this is your boy Fat Man. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, be notified, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Is Omni right? Is Gundam right? Is this stupid as hell? And should they just change their platform immediately to get rid of the shit? Or are they alienating an audience full of money? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to never give up, never surrender, keep grinding. Peace, and I'm out. Fucking stupid.
Shit.
Getting on drum.
You
little niggas gonna stop acting like my shit ain't the grill.
Some of
you niggas get your front teeth for grills. And I ain't talking about the contract.
Ain't loving these fake hoes. Room smelling like 8 switches. Room service like 2K. NBA, I'm ballin', nigga. All them niggas falling like autumn, nigga. Talking shit, I saw them niggas. Now they daughter want a picture. Rough, ain't it? Fuck famous. Niggas too real, got the most haters. Wrote a story so Stephen Curry. How it feel to be golden.